Remember we were working on arm bar, you know, simplifying things. Here, right? Here, wrist lock, triangle, omoplata. We're keeping the same theme. This time, instead of going over what we just did, you already have those options, right? One, breaking the posture. Kaz already knows what I need to do here. 2, 3 things. It's very simple. It's easy to really remember, right? He pushes down. If I pull him, it's going to be difficult. Look what happens. I'm going to lift my hip, pinch my heel, and I'm going to climb up towards his hip. You see that? That's one. The other, where he grabs here. I'm going to grab. He keeps his elbow down. I can't bring my hand in. I do the same thing. I'm going to go around. As I lift my hip, I drop, and I'm going to start from his elbow. I'm going to slice across his forearm, and then I'm going to grab my wrist. Remember, Adam? Yeah, see? Here, I still can't because he's grabbing. Very difficult to push, remove his grip. I do 2 things. I'm going to pull him, and I'm going to rip his arm off. Right? So 2 things. Remember this. I have really bad hips, so I like to go slow. See that? 1, as soon as I bring my toes towards his head, I'm going to pull him towards me. At the same time, I'm going to drag his elbow to the opposite side of my hip. From my left side to my right side. I'm going to attempt to reach as far as I can. It's not always possible. Kaz has longer arms. So I'm just going to try to reach as far as I could. Control the wrist. Pull him over. As soon as he starts to come down, put my foot on the hip. I'm going to use the back of my thigh to get him off balance. Okay? As I pull him across, look, I reach over and I'm going to hook my finger on the back of his armpit, around the shoulder. With my arm, my legs, and my hip, I have much more leverage than him sitting up. Now, look at my leg and my arm. See that? Notice in the past, I've discussed it with you about keeping your knee above your hip. The second your knee comes up to your belly button, right guys? What happens? You see that? I keep my knee above my hip, keeping my foot close to his shoulder. Like, you look at this, he's lighting his feet, right? If I can lift his knee, that means I'm doing a good job. If I have to go, then I got a problem. Then I need to do more. See that? Okay, again. So 1, 2, 3. Okay? Now, I have short arms, I'm going to slide up to the forearm a little bit. Continue to cup his armpit, pinch. Now he figures I'm still going to try to sit up. I can't bring my leg over. As soon as he attempts to sit up, shoulder down. Right? Now, sit up, cuz. Look what happens if I don't pinch him. That's exactly what happens. Go back. Once I bring the shoulder up, I continue to hold the armpit. Get up, cuz. Get up, cuz. You see the difference? So now, Kaz goes, I can't sit up, but I can come forward. Let him come forward. Come forward. Oh, what happened? Oh. Sorry. You know. 1, 2. He sits up, pinch. Notice my knee and my leg. Basically my entire lower body. You feel that, Kaz? Heels down, anchor down, knees together. While I continue to hold, I'm not going to shove him. If I shove him, then I'm going to have to really take his arm hard. I'm just going to hold. Come up, Kaz. You see that? Now I make the choice. What do? I can arm bar him, I can triangle him, I can reverse arm lock, do whatever. But today, we're going to start with one simple move. I'm going to make Kaz believe that he's going to sit up. As he starts to sit up, look at his arm. He comes forward. No. The goal here is to isolate his wrist, not his hand, keeping his elbow here. As he comes forward, I just turn into it. You look at it. Just like that. Really simple. I know what you're thinking, Kyle. I'm going to get you later. Where are you? Tyler? Tyler? Here. Oh, yeah. He's upside down. Yeah. Tyler's a different story. We'll talk about Tyler later. So as you come up here, he starts to sit up. Your goal is to squeeze down towards your knee. Get up, get up. Push back. So look at what you have. You have the armbar. You have the opportunity to triangles, omoplata. You have all these options. But first, it's important to have one goal. Our goal is to finish him as quickly as possible with the drill this morning. He comes up, even if he grabs. I'm going to bridge. Turn my head. I'm going to bridge to my right. That's the direction he wants to go. He comes up really gently. Look. Look at my hip. Look at my hip. Look at my shoulder. Done. And look at my knee. Pull your arm out. Right? Does anyone have any questions? Today we're going to do about 4 or 5 different variations. And the reason why it's easy to remember, because it's one right after another. And then if you were here last week, you're going to reflect on the ones that we did last week.